So will you be if you live up here. Perhaps this wasn't such a good idea. It was your idea. Yes, but what I had in mind was more a cosy little place right in the village near the shops. This suits me fine. I knocked again. I guess he isn't here yet. Try the bell. I hadn't seen the doorbell, buried deep within the tangle of a stubborn climbing vine with tiny leaves that shivered every time the wind blew from the sea. I stretched my hand to press it, but a man's voice from the path behind me warned,
"It winna do you any good. It doesna ring. The salt for the sea ruins the wiring fast as I fix it. Besides,"
said the man as he came up to join us,
"I'm nae in the hoose to be hearing you, am I?"
His smile made his rough, almost ugly face instantly likable. He'd have been well into his 60s, with whitening hair and the fit build and ruddy complexion of someone who'd worked hard outdoors all his life. The woman at the post office had seemed sure I'd like him, although she had warned me I might have some trouble understanding him. "He speaks the Doric," she had said, "the language of this area. You'll likely find it difficult to follow what he says." I didn't, actually. His speech was broad and quick, and if I'd had to translate every word, I might have had a problem, but it wasn't hard to catch the general sense of what he meant when he was talking. Holding out my hand, I said, "Mr. Keith, thanks for coming. I'm Carrie McClelland."
"Pleasure to meet ye."
His handshake was sure.
"But I'm nae Mr. Keith. My dad was Mr. Keith, and he's been dead and buried 20 years. You call me Jimmy."
"Jimmy, then." Jane introduced herself, never content to be out of the action for long. She didn't exactly nudge me to one side, but she was an agent after all, and though she likely didn't even notice it herself, she liked to take control whenever somebody was bargaining. She wasn't pushy, really, but she led the conversation, and I hid my smile and let her lead, content to follow after them, as Jimmy Keith fitted his key in the lock of the low cottage door, and then, with a jiggle and thump of the latch, made it swing inwards, scraping the tiles of the floor. My first impression was one of general dimness, but when the blinds were raised with a rattle and the faded curtains pushed back, I could see the place, although not large, was comfortable. A sitting room, with thinning Persian carpets on the floor, 2 cushioned armchairs and a sofa, and a long scrubbed wooden table pushed against the farther wall, with wooden kitchen chairs around it. The kitchen had been fitted at the one end of the cottage with the snugness of a galley on a ship. Not many cupboards, nor much countertop, but everything was in its place and useful, from the one sink with its built-in stainless draining board to the small-sized electric stove that had, I guessed, been meant to take the place of the old coal-fired aga standing solid in its chimney alcove on the back wall. The aga, so Jimmy assured me, still worked.
"It's a bit countermacious. That's difficult, like. But it aye heats the room, and you'll save on the electric."
Jane, standing by the front door looking up, made a pointed remark about that being handy. "Do you know," she said, "I haven't seen one of these since I rented my first flat." I came to gaze up, with Jane, at the little black metal box fixed to the top of the door jamb, with a glassed-in meter and assorted gauges set above it. I had heard of such contraptions, but I'd never seen or used one. Jimmy Keith looked up as well.
"Mechty aye," he agreed. "You dinna see those onymore."
It took 50p coins, he explained, and was fed like a parking meter, ran out of coins and the power went off.
"But nae bother,"
he promised. He'd sell me a roll of the coins, and when I'd used them all, he'd come open the meter and take them back out and just sell me the coins back again. Jane gave the box one final, doubtful look, and turned to carry on with her inspection. There wasn't much left. Just a bedroom, not large, at the back, and an unexpectedly roomy bath across from it, complete with footed tub, and what the British called an airing cupboard, open shelves set round